Taba Kundalini, put ourselves into Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. We'll do 3 great mantras and mantra to Shri Ganesha. This one.
Sahaja Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Saraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha.
going to listen to Conjuta Stotra, and I looked it up as to what it means because I'd never heard of it before. And it says, it's a powerful hymn dedicated to Goddess Durga, is associated with Sahaja Yoga primarily because its teachings and core focus mirror the movement's philosophy of effortless, spontaneous Kundalini awakening. The connection can be understood in a few ways. The master key to awakening. The word conjuka, not sure how to pronounce it, literally translate to a key, while the traditional Durga Saptashati contains 700 verses and complex rituals. The Conjuta Stotram contains condensed bija mantras designed to instantly unlock the spiritual energy within the body. Effortless Sahaja power. In the text, Lord Shiva tells Goddess Parvati that the Conjuta is so potent that it replaces the need for complex, lengthy rituals. This parallels the philosophy of Sahaja Yoga, where the awakening of the Kundalini is said to happen spontaneously and effortlessly, rather than through rigorous physical or mental hardships. Shri Mataji taught that the bija mantras embedded in this stotra correspond directly to the seed vibrations of the chakras, making it a fundamental hymn for clearing the subtle energy system. So let's have a listen.
अथ श्री सिद्ध कुंजिका स्तोत्रम् ॐ शिव उवाच शृणु देवि प्रवक्ष्यामि कुंजिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमम् येन मन्त्रप्रभावेण चण्डी जापशुभो भवेत् न कवचं नार्गला स्तोत्रम् कीलकन्न रहस्यकम् न सूक्तं नापि ध्यानञ्च न न्यासो न च वार्चनम् कुञ्जिका पाठमात्रेण दुर्गा पाठफलं लभेत् अपि गुह्यतरं देवि देवानामपि दुर्लभम् गोपनीयं प्रयत्नेन स्वयोनिरिव पार्वती मारणं मोहनं वश्यं स्तम्भनोच्चाटनादिकम् पाठमात्रेण संसिद्ध्येत् कुञ्जिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमम् अथ मन्त्रः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे ॐ ग्लौं हूं क्लीं जूं सः ज्वालय ज्वालय ज्वल ज्वल प्रज्वल प्रज्वल ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे ज्वल हं सं लं क्षं फट् स्वाहा इति मन्त्रः नमस्ते रुद्ररूपिण्यै नमस्ते मधुमर्दिनि नमः कैटभहारिण्यै नमस्ते महिषार्दिनि नमस्ते शुम्भहन्त्र्ये च निशुम्भासुरघातिनि जाग्रतं हि महादेवी जपं सिद्धं कुरुष्व मे ऐङ्कारी सृष्टिरूपायै ह्रीङ्कारी प्रतिपालिका क्लीङ्कारी कामरूपिण्यै बीजरूपे नमोऽस्तु ते चामुण्डा चण्डघाती च यैङ्कारी वरदायिनी विच्चे चाभयदा नित्यं नमस्ते मन्त्ररूपिणि धां धीं धूं धूर्जटे पत्नी वां वीं वूं वागधीश्वरी क्रां क्रीं क्रूं कालिका देवी शां शीं शूं मे शुभं कुरु हुं हुं हुङ्काररूपिण्यै जं 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 जम्भनादिनी भ्रां भ्रीं भ्रूं भैरवी भद्रे भवान्यै ते नमो नमः ॐ अं कं चं टं तं पं यं शं वीं जुं ऐं वीं हं क्षं धिजाग्रं त्रोटय त्रोटय दीप्तं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा पां पीं पुं पार्वती पूर्णा खां खीं खूं खेचरी तथा सां सीं सूं सप्तशती देव्या मन्त्रसिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे। इदं तु कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रं मन्त्रजागर्ति हेतवे। अभक्तेनैव दातव्यं गोपितं रक्ष पार्वती। यस्तु कुञ्जिकया देवी हीनां सप्तशतीं पठेत् न तस्य जायते सिद्धिररण्ये रोदनं यथा। इति श्रीरुद्रयामले गौरीतन्त्रे शिवपार्वतीसंवादे कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
I taught this morning, that's just to talk to Sahaja yogis in Hampstead, England in 1982.
I got up, this of a very dangerous time. And means you have to be patriotic about it, and you have to think about it. After all, you are symbols of the English people. Whatever works out in you will start working out in the rest. So how you behave towards yourself and towards the general atmosphere is very, very important. Be patriotic about it, and you have to think about it. After all, you are symbols of the English people. Whatever works out in you will start working out.
That's me. Sorry about that.
So how you behave towards yourself and towards the general atmosphere is very, very important. Now towards Sahaja Yoga also, the attitude has to be understood very clearly. You see, like a Maharaja in India who lives in quite great comfort, first of all, lives like a lord and he orders about, you see. And then everything is lost. But still he talks like a lord, he behaves like a lord. His whole thing is the same way. Though it's not that the kingdom is there, that he is the ruler, but he'll talk like that to everyone because the habits are formed. And I think the mind also has formed the habit. The whole atmosphere is charged with such ego since long. And that's why towards Sahaja Yoga also the attitude has to be humbler, much humbler. Because without humility you cannot. That's one thing you must understand. It's no question of you rationally saying something about it or explaining about it. But you see, basically, one has to be extremely humble. First of all, it's a very big privilege to get realization. You know that. It's a greater privilege to go in it. And it's the greatest to be a Sahaja Yogi. It's a very great privilege that you have, which very few people have. And you are the ones who are chosen special. But the humility part of it is still missing about Sahaja Yoga. About Sahaja Yoga. Like we should ask, make me a better Sahaja Yogi, a humbler Sahaja Yogi, a compassionate Sahaja Yogi, a sweeter Sahaja Yogi. Dissolve my. This is very important, we must understand. Because whatever works out in you will work out in this country. Arrogance is something that with ego you can never understand you have been arrogant. The way you talk to others, the way you behave towards others, you will never understand because there is ego. If you are standing in the darkness The light is there, but it is covered with something. How will you understand where is the light? So humility must be there, because you people have very developed brains, very developed, overdeveloped brains. And that brain can, you see, always tell you, you're better than other. You see, always. The another one is no good, and the third one is useless. See, you're the best. That's typical of the brain teachings. And when it starts working out, it's very difficult to see that the one who is saying this is nowhere. Because from the point where you see, you cannot see what you are saying. What you see is the whole thing as if you have to command it. You have to ask for it. Of course, the quality is very much changing now. Everybody is becoming very, very, very sweet and sober, and nobody now demands anything from me. Like, you must give me this, mother, you have to do it, you have to look after me. After all, I have been to your Caxton Hall once, you see. And how dare you do not look after my mother when she met an accident. Something like that. That's over now. That's over. The quality is improving now. One has started learning now how to laugh at your own ego and this and that. But I personally think that one has to realize that if you represent this country to your mother, then it has to improve still. Still I have to improve. I have to go ahead. I have to go further with it. And I have to develop that beauty of humility. Like in Portugal, they told me, Lord Byron, whom I think to be a useless fellow, absolutely good for nothing, and I regretted every minute why he was created on this earth. He went and said, Sintra is a very beautiful place. Sintra is too good to be wasted on Portuguese. It should have been for Mr. Lord Byron, whosoever he may be. Just see, typical. And it pinches everyone, everybody feels. But think, if you are the person about whom it is said, this is called, all right. So one has to develop a kind of a humility that I have to still receive. Come forward, come forward. I have to still get it. It has to work out. Now, when it comes to that kind of an attitude, then you turn round. Turn round upon yourself. What have you done for Sahaja Yoga? One question. Simple question. What have you done for Sahaja Yoga? How many people have you given realization? How many people have you been able to cure? How much peace have you got within yourself? How much blissful are you? How much compassion have you got? How much forgiveness and patience you have for others? How much of sharing you can do? These are the signs of Sahaja Yogis. That you break your shell, you become the collective. How much do you understand others? And how much do you understand giving others? What have you given to others, even on material level? Let's see. These questions should be put to yourself. On a very material level, these questions are to be asked. On a very material level, because the light comes down up to material level. How many people you can forgive? You are realized soul. You are prophets, no doubt. You can make others prophets. But you have to be the quality also. The quality of a prophet is his nobility. He's so noble. Nobleness. In comparison with other people who are not realized souls, he is nobler. He is more dignified. He is much more forgiving. So the whole way of dealing with others will change. He is obedient. We have to obey in Sahaja. We have to obey our good way. Otherwise you are difficult people. It's impossible. Nobody can do anything to you. If you are like a thorn, how can anybody help you? So the quality of a Sahajogi is measured by another kind of a measure. It's not the way human beings measure the quality of other human beings. Like somebody has a good taste, for example, so-called. Then people say, oh, he's great with a good taste. Or if he has a big car, then, oh, he's a big man. Or he talks like that, or he walks like that, or says this, that, and all those things. Or a question like this, why did you say like that? All these words, that they sound very hard to me. Why do you do like that? This kind of a language itself was not there in this English language. Nowadays the language is so changed and very rude, very arrogant, and very harmful. So first ask yourself. Because Sahaja Yoga will spread, of course, slowly and steadily, I hope, only through your images. You are the reflectors. You put my thousands of posters. I am so unique, They'll say, all right, this unique personality is taken out. No good. What about the disciples? So, actually whatever is in the lower level animals is important. Like in lower level animals, the king is the one, say the tiger, has to kill an animal, big animal. It is he who only can kill. Till human stage also perhaps it is so. The one who can really dominate others, survival of the fittest, is the rule. It's the other way around now. It's changed completely. How much free you are in your ideas, or you are still identified with old ideas. But free doesn't mean abandonment by any chance. Freedom means you respect the freedom of others. First and foremost thing of freedom is that you must respect the freedom of others. Even God respects your freedom. He cannot give you realization if you don't want it. You cannot force it. So respect the freedom of others. But that does not mean while respecting the freedom of others, there should be abandonment. If somebody is abandoned in Sahaja Yoga, he goes out of the circulation of Sahaja Yoga. It's not coming in. So important, I have told you 100 times. It's the throwing out part of it, you see. Sometimes I feel I should give you some glues to stick on. Maybe the wheel can turn very fast and some of half-baked may be thrown out back again into the oven. So, I feel in these countries where I went, Spain, they call it Spain still half developing, Portugal developing. I don't know what you think about Italy, whatever it is called. Very humble people. Very humble from the very first day. Anyone. who comes from the very first day, they are very humble, and because they are humble, they are sensitive to me. Because you have to be really very humble to be sensitive to me. That's a fact. Because I am too simple, naive, as if I do not understand anything. I look like that. As if I have no knowledge of anything. Very simple woman, talks in a very simple way, is very friendly. All right. So to understand me, you have to be extremely humble. And if you cannot go to that level of humility, you cannot see me. And you cannot understand. And the more you start understanding, the more humble you will become, naturally, because you know what it is. So, I've told you many times about humility part of it, but my experience of these countries was, where I went there, they're very humble people, very humble. About Sahaja, extremely humble they were. Even the new people were very humble. Spanish people, same thing, extremely humble. You see, Don had told me that they have an ego of a bullfighter. But the one who came this time was so humble, I was amazed. Even if I could touch them, that was sufficient for them. Nobody pulled my hand, nothing. So this is what it is. One has to understand that we have certain tags of our past, which has to go down. The language should be extremely humble language. Try to read. I don't know whose language is so humble. Maybe mine, I don't know. But try to read books where people speak humble language, humble way of talking. You'll enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Humility is the glory of such yogis. It's the only way they will grow. It's like putting your roots down and down and down.
I will post the talk after. But let's meditate on those very important points that Shri Mataji has raised this morning of humility, caring, kindness, sharing, forgiveness. Let's, through our meditation this morning, develop all those qualities. Let's do the last of the 3 great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nimla Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for the vibrations once again, for filling our hearts and our minds with love and devotion. For anyone wishing to stay on, I'll find some music just for a few more minutes. And in your own time, of course, type your Kundalini, do your bandhans. Namaskar. Jai Shri Mataji.
Shri Vaishnavi Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Saraswati Brahmi Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha
Thank you very much for joining. May you have a beautiful Sahaja day. Jai Shri Mataji.